Hello friends and welcome to the channel. My name is Ryan Abear and this is where I share my insights. And today, it's a beautiful evening here. And I'm just thinking about a lot of things. I'm always thinking. I'm going to burn a hole in my head one day. But I love sharing my insights with you and I hope that you find them useful. And I'm calling today's meditation, is it just me or is it just me? This morning I was journaling and the dog came into my office when I was sitting doing my work. And that means it's time to go outside. So she sleeps longer than I do. I get up early. And so I have to drop what I'm doing and take her outside to do her business. And when I came back, she goes back to bed. And I go back to my journaling, and I couldn't find my pen. And it's a special pen that I love. It's just a ballpoint pen that my friend Ken gave me some years ago, and I have used it for quite a long time. And it wasn't in its usual place. It wasn't around the journal or my desk. So I went into the kitchen and retraced my steps. And anyway, after about 10 minutes, I happened to see it on top of the dresser in the bedroom. And I just thought that was so strange. I never put that pen up there. I thought to myself, it had to have been me. No one else is living here. And the dog certainly didn't jump up on the dresser and put the pen there. And so I got to thinking about this phenomenon of the feeling of me. Right? Which seems to be largely dependent on memory. Because if I don't remember putting the pin there, I could easily deny having done it. Because if somebody says, "Did you do that?" You'll go back into your memory and you'll say, "No, I didn't put the pin there." And clearly you didn't remember doing it. Maybe I did, I don't know. So a lot of times when somebody asks you if you've done something, you have to go back into your memory, and your memory might fail you. So I got to thinking about how this feeling of me seems so wishy-washy, right? Because we do things inadvertently all the time. Inadvertent means doing something not deliberately. Meaning, it's like the body just does it itself. I have another video on mechanical living, which you might want to check out, but the body does do stuff by itself. And we deny that we did it because we simply have no recollection of it. And I probably, in many instances, could pass a polygraph test if someone asked me, "Did you read this book? Or did you play this piece of music?" I've played so much music I can't remember what I've played. This happened to me just the other day. I was looking through some old files and it said that I had played this piece by Mendelssohn, a prelude in C minor. And I was like, I don't play that. Why is it on the why would I say I played this? And it said I did play this in some program. And so I went through some archives of some videos, and there I was playing this piece, and I was like, whoa, I must have a really bad memory because I don't remember playing that piece. And sure enough, there was the video of me playing the piece. However, had you hooked me up to a polygraph and said, "Ryan, do you play the Mendelssohn Prelude in C minor for organ?" I would say, "No, I don't play that." And I would have passed with flying colors because there would have been no reaction. I mean, I'm saying I would have because I really did not have an honest recollection of it. So where does this feeling of me go when I put the pin on the dresser? And I'm whisked away into some la-la land of inadvertent behavior. Good question. See, the me that we think we are is largely based on our memory. But we did everything even though we forget, right? And there's a period of time in our lives from the moment we open our eyes in the delivery room to when we do develop our first memories, which is somewhere around 3 or 4. I was at my birth. I suckled on my mother's breast. I pooped in the diapers. But I don't remember. I was there. I did all those things. There's pictures of me as a tiny baby. But I don't remember, so I can deny having been born, right? I wasn't there. Sure you were. So this idea of me is so strange because it kind of comes in and out. There is a way to vanish. There are 2 ways to vanish this sense of me as a separate person. The first way is to be so engrossed in an activity that you just don't even, you're the activity itself. Like there is just absolutely no feeling of separateness, that you were the activity itself. That's a way of vanishing the me. And in those instances, you have this heightened sense of doing something. The other way that you vanish is by being whisked away into thinking. I just lost track of time because I was just, you were driving and you just were thinking, so you forgot about what you were doing, or you're reading and you're thinking and you don't comprehend what you just read. But you did read every word. So this me goes in and out and disappears and whisks you away, and it doesn't seem to be very continuous. So you begin to wonder how real the feeling of me is. And it's just a feeling. It's just this collection of history. It's a memory, which is real weird. So if the memory goes away, I think the sense of me goes away, to be honest. So how real can it be? How responsible can I be for my actions if I did put that pin up there and have no recollection of it? And I'm wondering if people are walking around just doing things absent-mindedly, inadvertently, and in the same way as me putting that pin on that dresser and not realizing it. And spiritual awakening is not only learning how to lose yourself in activity, like the engrossment or the engagement in simple activities. It's that you notice it. That's the key. Some of us don't notice we think all the time. Some of us don't notice that we're totally engrossed and at peace in these activities that we're doing. We know that we get lost in our favorite activities. Play, dance, certain things. But we don't really know that this happens to us. So there's a layer of awareness that begins to open up in you, where you begin to recognize when you've been whisked away by thought and when you're completely engrossed in activity. However, I still inadvertently do things. I still get whisked away. So that reveals to us that it is just me. Even though the sense of a continuous me is not present. And there's a bigger, when I say it's just me, I mean it's just I. The I. I don't know. There's got to be something more than just my memories, you know. And it makes you wonder about, you know, at the microcosmic level, if you can put a pin on a dresser and not know you did it, but look at the evidence and look around and say, I guess I did do that. Then you can look at the macrocosm and have the same weird sensation when you sit in nature. Like, you can look at the night sky and look at the moon and think, who put that there? In the same way that you can look at the pin on the dresser and say, who put that there? So there must be some way that the universe is hiding from itself, making itself appear like, I didn't do it. That's not me. It's not just me. It's them. It's something else. It's something in the sky. God did that. Right? And I can say, okay, God put the pin on the dresser. No, you did. And then and so all these crazy things, the lack of continuity in the feeling of me, vanishing and coming and going. You've got to understand there is no me in that sense. There is only I. So I should rephrase this and say, is it just me or is it just I? But that would be bad grammar. So maybe that's just me. maybe I'm the one offended by grammar. It's just that the evidence seems so overwhelming once you start to sit with these things. And that memory fades. And if the universe is 13.4 billion years old, then that memory of the Big Bang it's faded from the likes of me. But somehow I feel responsible in the sense that I didn't realize it. And now maybe I'm beginning to realize it. That if there's no separate me, there's no separate events, and there's no separate anything. And that underlying it all is just I. You see? Because me, if you think about the feeling of me, it's so wishy-washy. It's so flimsy if it can come and go like that. Because who put the pin there? Who put the moon there? Who's shining the sun? Who's beating my heart? Who's speaking these words? Is it just me? Or is it just I? Okay, friends. I hope you enjoyed that insight. Really makes you wonder. And I appreciate your time and attention. And my name is Ryan Hebert. And if you would like to know more about me and read some of my writings, or not know about me, but know about I, read some of the writings that come from this being, visit mymorningmotivator.com, and we'll see you next time.